Hello everyone, and welcome to the first class of Trucking Overhaul Master Phase. That's what I'm calling this class right here, the Master Phase, so everybody could get a clear understanding on what this channel is set up for. Because it's not just a trucking channel, it's what it says, Trucker Overhaul. So if you know the meaning overhaul, it's doing something. So it's you rebuilding the engine, you overhauling the engine. Whereas Trucker Overhaul, I'm trying to reprogram the trucker mindset, the way they think, as while they on the road, so they don't get frustrated, make irrational decisions. So I'm taking the Bible and I'm intertwining that with the trucking phase. So with this being the first class of Trucking Overhaul, so to try to get people thinking different while on the road so they could have a more stable mindset. So with that being said, I'm going to start off with Proverbs 3:13 through 14 of the King James Version Bible. And that said, happy is a man that findeth wisdom, and a man that getteth understanding. So if you get the wisdom, you got to have the understanding to go with it. Same thing when you went to CDL school and you had to learn the CDL book. You get in wisdom, but now you got to understand what it is that it's telling you. So driving safely, you got to understand the procedures that you have to take in order to drive safely, as far as defensive driving, driving for other people, taking in consideration the amount of time it takes to do your job. Out here we deal with a lot of snow, rain, drivers cutting you off, small shipping and receiving buildings, trying to get into tight spots. So we got to use our wisdom. So we just can't hop in the truck and just start driving and just say, okay, we'll get there when we get there. You still got to have wisdom and understanding while you're driving that truck, so you can understand the dynamics of that truck. So the next thing is, it says, for the merchandise of it is better than merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold. So that tells you how important it is to get wisdom and understanding. It's better than silver and gold. So, that's the concept that people have to understand. So even coming into the truck stops, you got to park the truck, you got to fuel the truck, you got to know, to walk around your truck, do a walk around inspection while you fueling. Just walk around, check the tires, check your airlines, your electrical cars, your lights, make sure everything's still intact before you get back on that road. And then a state trooper get behind you and pull you over, and then he inspect your truck, and that's the wrong place. You don't want to be there. You don't want to be to the point where the state trooper stop you and then he checking your truck, because that's just gonna cost you at least 45 minutes of your time, money, possibly out of service, because he's possibly gonna go up under the truck and check your brake, your slack adjusters, your brake drums, your brake pads. He's gonna make sure everything is in line. So therefore, it could take anywhere from 45 to an hour of you sitting on the side of the road. So be mindful of that and make sure you get all the wisdom as possible. Make sure you know your job before you get out there and do it. So not only knowing your job, but understanding the reason for checking your truck. Nobody want to get out here and get into a bad accident and kill somebody. So you got to realize we're dealing with an 80,000 pound vehicle. That's like that. If that hits something, that'll cause like tremendous damage. That's not just a car hitting another car. That's like 15 cars hitting one car all at one time. That's how major that is. So with that, make sure you get your wisdom, understand everything about the trucking industry, so therefore you can do your job better. Now, I know sometimes it might get frustrating where you gotta go a little further into what's going on, but that comes with the job. So the next thing you want to know, as far as like getting a better mindset while you're out here on the road, you gotta take the good with the bad. So, you see somebody doing a good job, don't hesitate to stop and say, hey man, you backed that truck up perfect. Like, all that do is boost his confidence up. He'll get out here and take his job more serious than to, I see all the time cars getting on the road, jumping in front of trucks, hitting brakes, trying to slow the truck down, and trying to get the truck to hit them so they could get paid. That's not a way of thinking. Like, that's chaotic. Because if that truck hits you, you might not even live. So it's more than just getting out here driving, and you have to take this job serious. So, like I said, you see somebody doing something good, don't withhold it from them. Go up to them and tell them they're doing a good job, because in the Proverbs 3:27, it said, withhold not good from them who is due, when it is in the power of thy hand to do it. So you gotta, if something you see and you got it in your power to go up to another driver and say, hey, you're doing a good job. I sit there and I watch how you back that truck up. You handle that situation perfect. You got into that tight maneuver. Just anything that could help boost another driver's confidence up so they could do their job better. That's what I'm saying. So retraining your mindset to do better in this field, and that's where that's gonna take you a long way. So the next thing I want to talk about, and it says Proverbs 3:28, it says, say not unto thy neighbor, go and come again, and tomorrow I will give, when thou hast it by thee. So if I know a lot of drivers see it, people on the side of the road, asking for money, holding their signs up, and truckers might have a pocket full of money in their pocket. And they'll see them with the sign, they thinking about, oh shoot, they gonna take my money and go, do something that I don't agree with. When the Bible is clearly saying not to do that. So it's not me saying it, it's the Bible saying it. So don't think about what they're gonna do with it. If it's been put there, like if you cross this person's path, there's a reason why you crossed that person's path. There's a reason why they were standing there when you came through. So if you see them, if it's touch your heart to say, okay, the Spirit gonna tell you what you need to do. It's gonna tell you, hey, give to that person. And I know a lot of people out there gonna be joking, talking about, well, the Spirit didn't tell me to give to him. Well, it's better to give than receive. When you give to somebody, you're gonna feel it in your spirit. You're gonna feel that goodness that you did in your spirit. So if somebody come up to you and ask you for money, don't send them away, especially if you got it. Say, okay, shoot, here. Because the Bible is saying it. Look, don't tell them to go. Don't tell them to come again, and you'll give it to them tomorrow when you got it in your pocket. For what? Why is you holding something that you could give to them, especially like you don't know what they need that for? So as truck drivers, we have to do better as a overall, as our whole profession. We have to do better because we thinking about stuff wrong. We being selfish. We not, helping people that we can help. There's so many trucks that's you know, if they stand out there 8 hours, give them that. That's a job. You know, they stand out there in rain, snow, asking, you know, for money. Give them that. That's a job. They doing a job. All right. You got $1 in your pocket, give them $1. Somebody might come back behind them, give them $5. You know, don't think about what they're going to do with it. You're doing it for you. You're not doing it for them. So if you want to store your treasure up in heaven and have heaven pay you back, then why you worrying about what that person going to do with it? Like, it's crazy to me that people like actually think like that. You know, sometimes I do it just for the hell of it. I'll pull up to a sign, a red light or a stop sign or wherever they standing, and if I got 20 bones in my pocket, I take it out and just give it to them. Like one occasion, what I did was I said, whatever I pull out of my pocket, that's what I'm giving to them. And I had 20s, ones, all, you know, 5s in my pocket. I just pulled it out and gave it to them. The person was shocked that I gave them that much money, but later on down the line, I got repaid that and then some. Whereas I give you another occasion when I wasn't being honest. So yes, back then I wasn't being honest. Unless somebody overpaid me $100, and then within that same week, I end up running out of diesel. I ran out of diesel multiple times, so I ended up paying triple, you know, quadruple that amount that I let somebody overpay me. So who was the real winner in that situation? Whereas I could have said, hey man, look, you overpaid me, you know, here you go. And then went on about my business, and I probably wouldn't have suffered that, you know, that big loss that I did. So it's all about being in honor. If you out here being dishonest, you gonna reap what you sow. So therefore, if you like, I get this question sometimes. People ask me, am I Muslim? And I had to ask my wife, I said, why do people always ask me if I'm Muslim? She said, because of the way you carry yourself. You don't look like the average brown man. You carry yourself with a prestige and with high confidence. And even the way you dress, you don't dress like the average brown man, where your pants sagging, you know,